Okay. So guys, hello persons from YouTube. I'm Gabby. I'm 22 years old. I'm your host today, and we are talking about gossips and etiquettes. So if you want to join us, please go to TALKNTALK website and join to immersion, a better immersion for you. And if you want to choose someone, it's the time. Choose you to learn English. So that's it about me, guys. And about you, Ricardo. I would like to know some things about you. Go ahead, present it.
Okay, I'm Ricardo. I live at São Vicente. It's a city of São Paulo State. It's the South Coast. Well, I'm married. I have a daughter. I love movies. I love walking on the beach. And well, I wanted to learn this language.
Oh,
That's it.
it's great. So if we've had a beach here in my city, probably I would like to walk in the beach
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, really cool. So Pedro, go ahead, present it yourself, please.
I'm Pedro Coutinho, 28, from Poços de Caldas, Minas Gerais, currently living in Guarulhos, São Paulo. Graduated in production engineer. I work in a food company. I have been dating for 7 years and I just got engaged. A lot more. I love sports, books, movies, stories in general. I'm also in American football, and I am a Green Bay Packers fan, but these years were terrible. Yeah, and I think it's this. It's a pleasure with you all.
Oh, it's great to hear that. So welcome, Pedro. And Katiana, go ahead, please. Present it yourself.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Katiana. I'm 39 years old. I'm an engineer. I work with new projects in the oil and gas sector. And I live in Vitória, Espírito Santo. I love running in the morning and do exercise in the beach because Vitória is a beautiful city for do exercise. It's a very pleasure living here, and I have a family. I have a little daughter. The name of my daughter is Ana Carolina, and I stay in talking for improve my skills in English and understand more this language because now it's very necessary in my job. I have many meetings in English every week, and I think it's a little things about me.
It's great to hear that. So welcome again, Katiana. And Aline, the last but not the least. Go ahead.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I am Aline. I live at São Miguel dos Milagres, Alagoas. It is a very beautiful beach too. I am married with Luma. I have 6 cats. I work in the technology field. I work as a product owner. And I like to go to the beach in my free hours. And I think that.
Oh, it's great. So 6 cats?
6
You have-
cats.
Gosh.
It's a little too much. I confess, I regret a little bit to have 6 cats.
I have only one, but probably I would like to have more in the future. I love cats and dogs. So thank you, Aline. So guys, go ahead to the questions. Question number 1. Do you think that the private lives of famous people are really news? Katiana, I want to know about you. Do you think are really news?
No. I think for me, I don't like for this kind of newspapers, because I think the time it's very short for me. For example, I don't have time for these things, and I don't look at these things. The artist's life, it's not important for me. I don't have time for do everything in my life in my in my home, and for me I don't look at these things, and I think the people need respect the personal life, because I think it's important. uh, I understand the artists have a, have a um, how do you say this word in English? I don't remember these words in English because it's the first time I speak about this. But the artists have a published life. But I
Mhm.
think the personal life with the husband, with daughter, with family, it's particular. It's not necessary open these things in the newspapers and the other things. I don't like this kind of notice. I don't see these things.
Yeah, I'm completely with you, I guess. Like your private life, it's not a news. Like, but I understand too, because we live in a social media life nowadays. So yeah, I always see in some comments on Instagram, person said, "Oh, if you don't want to put your private life in a gossipy page on Instagram, don't be famous." Like what? For example, I'm an actor, so if like I marriage with other person, my private life is, oh my gosh, more than my act life. So yeah, depends a lot uh the situation, but I'm totally with you. If I was a famous person, I feel nerve-wracking if I see every day my name or the name of my family in a gossip page. Yeah. And about you, Pedro, what do you think?
I agree with both, and I think the word say everything. Private. So private is private. It's not something that needs to be shared. So the people is famous not about the private life, not because what they do in the home. This person is famous because he worked with something, maybe, or because he done something, but not because of the life. So if you are going have a dinner with a friend, so it don't matter for
Yeah,
us. So
yeah,
this is not important. This is about this personal life. So the people who think this is important and does really have a lot of that, but I think we need we need separate things. The people is famous because what? So if it's the important actor and he's doing a play, he's doing a job, I think that this is a new. But this is not a private life. So private is private.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
know about you, but
go ahead.
I face some difficulty to understand the Pedro. There are some noise. I don't know.
Maybe it's the noise of the phone, the
The audio is
microphone.
not so clear. I don't know, but
I understand, but in the beginning was a little
uh-huh.
noise in the
Echo,
microphone.
I
I will
think.
try use the
Echo.
headphone. No.
Okay, thank you, Pedro. But Pedro,
Thank you.
you said something really interesting, like why persons is famous nowadays. Like why you famous is so famous on Instagram, for example. I put Instagram because it's the hype so social media nowadays. But
Mhm.
like why you have millions and millions of follows And when you realize it, the person do nothing. Not like I'm not think you be a star if you do something, but I want to understand the other person's job. Like, for example, I gave here an example, like Judge Pico. I don't know if you know Judge Pico. Nowadays, he's an actor on Globo, but is a blogueira on Instagram. And sometimes I try to understand the why you do that. Like, I don't understand a lot the some jobs on the internet because maybe I need to search more, but for me it's like Pedro said, why you famous? I don't understand everything, so probably I need to questionate more and search more about it. Anyway, Aline, do you think private lives of famous are really news?
Well, I was ready to say no, they are not news, but I was thinking here and I was analyzing my Instagram and I followed some celebrities. Yes, I follow Jade Picon and another ones. And I don't, I follow the celebrities, I see their lives. I have some friends, they are digital influencers, and I see how they show their lives in the social media. And I think are not news in fact, but I am the person that sees these things.
Yeah, I follow some famous too, but I don't follow gossip pages because
Me no, me not. I don't follow gossip pages, but I follow some celebrities, and I
of
think I
course,
know. I think I want to know about their lives.
yeah, like maybe the person put the private lives not because it's a social media, but want the hype. Like one of the person's talk, want to be more and more famous, more more knowing in the society. Maybe it's about it, but like for gossipy page, I laughing when I see someone share. I always laughing because it's sometimes it's a like it's so funny news. Like someone do that, and you see it's so normal. Like
Yes,
oh
tipo, there was one that I like. It is Caetano Veloso cross the street on Leblon.
yeah, like
It's nothing.
exactly. And I love it. I love to see that because it's really funny. Like you gave the example of Caetano Veloso, and I remember I don't remember who is, but the person ate a coxinha in a bakery. And I feel like,
Batista.
oh
It is Zeke
gosh.
Batista.
Oh, Ike Batista. Yeah, it's Ike
Yes.
Batista. Like, the person is so like different than us. Never eat a coxinha in a bakery. Like, why? And I always laughing. But the Caetano Veloso news was amazing. A mark in
Mark.
Brazil news. I love it. Anyway, Ricardo, what do you think about the quote?
Uh, well, I understood the situation. It's normal when an artist you like this artist and that's make bringing us a curiosity in our life. Oh, that's it's normal. I normally don't search for news like that. But it's difficult to don't notes, because there are a lot of informations on the internet, on other news. No? So but sometimes I watch some complain about a specific artist, no? But I don't know. The most part of these artists, they search this situation, produce news and other things. So, and they receive a lot of money for these things. So in this case, I understood some artists. For example, Daniel Day-Lewis is I think he won 3 Oscars. I don't know. I think is so. And he is a discreet person. I think is not so much news about this guy. Probably I don't know, but probably he doesn't have social media. So in this case, I think there are some balance about this thing. In some kind of artists, I don't know, like Michael Jackson, the people search in every place, and there are people, reporters, fallen during the day, all the day. So I think there is a kind of balance in this case. It's not so exposure on the artist side, and not so searching all the day about the reporters and other people. But that's it. And us famous people,
No,
we
not at all.
we face these bad things.
Yeah. Like you put an example of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was followed by a lot of I forgot the name. I almost say that. Like, he's a photographer, but paparazzi.
Yeah,
Paparazzis.
paparazzi.
So yeah,
Forgot the
maybe
name.
it's not so different than nowadays, but I can see some difference. Like, maybe Michael didn't stay here and want to share the things on social media, for example. Maybe the paparazzis stay away from Michael because he never put the private life on social medias. Maybe, I don't know, maybe, but it's complicated because nowadays you put on Google someone is married and you know the entire life of the person. So yeah, it's complicated nowadays. If you put your complete name on Google, you know informations about you. You never like do a permission, maybe. So yeah, it's complicated, really complicated. But I have a question for you, Ricardo. Question number 3. Does the media have a duty to respect politicans? I always have a problem with this word. What do you think? Ricardo?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat, please? I didn't listen.
Okay. The question number 3. Does the media have a duty to respect politicians?
In this case, I think is not. Sometimes is necessary. I think is the reporters normally respect more politicians than artists. Particularly in Brazil, I think. But I don't know, but when do the people choose this career, I think is you should think a lot of time about it, because it's so hard to become a politician, because your life is it should be exposed, because you you probably you are you be how do you say, manipulating public
Yeah.
money or something. So in this
Mhm.
case, there are some balance. So in this case, it's necessary to if you this guy have a lover, it's not exactly a problem of the society, but
Yeah.
if you guy waste money, I don't know, maybe parties or something, is necessary pay attention. That's
Yeah,
it.
I'm totally with you. I guess maybe nowadays the persons put a lot of news about other things related with politics. But I guess we need to have more news uh, about as you said, like if you take the money for something to do other things, or what do you do in your time of politica?
Exactly.
So it's necessary, but nowadays have a lot of manipulated news and fake news. So we need to pay attention with that too, because some news here in Brazil is not, it's like want to be more in the side to the other side. And I think news and the journalists only want to pass the news. Like if you want to choose that and that, this is for yourself, not for a journalist or because a news. Understand my point? Like
Hmm.
you need to choose your side, not a news needs to choose for you. So it's a other thing I always said here uh, with my friends and family. And you, Aline, what do you think?
Hello, I'm here. I'm sorry for the delay. I was taking my breakfast. So, what I think, especially politicians is a very difficult word. Um, must be watched. I agree with Ricardo when he said that the personal life of the person, the politician, is not so important. Um, but we are very curiosity persons. So I think the people wants to know if the president get married with another woman. Yes, but I think the media has the duty to watch the life of the politicians, especially in a aspect that how they are spent our money. I think that must be noted.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the curiosity, the humanity curiosity of other person's life is something we need to search and we need to study.
Yes.
Because sometimes you like have a gossipy you're not interested, you're not into in the gossipy, but someone tell you something and like you search a little bit, and when you realize it, you know the entire gossip. So
You are in
Yeah,
the
it's
deep
complicated.
web searching the
Yeah.
things.
Like Twitter. Twitter is one kind of website you go and you see a lot of gossips for someone who didn't know, but the person posted a no gossip about something happened. So you know the entire gossip. It's a little bit crazy. The be sincere, be honest. Sometimes I go and I read the entire gospel because it's a little bit funny. Some plot twists in the history. So I would like. And you, Pedro, what's your thoughts?
Well, I think politicians are public persons, so I think yes, they need to know what they are doing because we vote in them. So they are people that are there to represent us. So I need to know what these people do, what these people like to do. So bad news, good news, I think need to be shared because we need to know this person. So, for example, this politician is going to donate something to charity. Oh, this is nice. I like this. This can be a person that can represent me. So I will vote in this person to is there, do work because I'm chosen them. But the opposite is true. So a person is fighting the street, is stealing something. So I can say, oh, this is not a person that I believe that is that has the behavior that I want. So I don't want this person to be my representative in there. So I will choose another person. So I think the politicians are public persons. We need to know them. And it's very common we say, so we go now to the elections and we say, oh, who this person? I don't know. I will vote because I don't know who he is. I will search in the internet. And sometimes we don't find information about them. So it's hard sometimes because there are a lot of people and we don't know them. So I think about politicians, and for example, in the United States, this is very strong when someone is conquering for something there. The life of these people that be extremely clean, all good things because the people will search about that, will care about that. If you're married and you are cheating, you have another woman, no one will vote in you. This don't there nothing with the politician, but this has about the character of this person. So I think the behavior in this case is important. So because that, I think yes, we need to know more about politicians.
Oh gosh. Now you make me think. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like maybe the person like I took your example. Maybe the person be a trader with a partner. You not be like you don't be confidence of this person because maybe the person trade you. If the person trade the person who care and love, like maybe with you the person didn't know, it's more easy. Yeah, I understand you, Pedro, and now you change a little bit my way to see that. And yeah, to like I judge a little bit. I'm not a judge, of course, but I have some judgments when I vote for someone, when I choose a leader. Because you think the person passed 4 years of your life, be a leader, and if the person is not a good leader, change your life and change the entire society. So yeah, I always see that. I always see if the person is a extreme for something and not so extreme for others. So I didn't like this extremism. So I prefer the person was so clean in the way you see, way you do, way you talk. So it's important for me to see that. And Pedro, I'm with you. And the Katiana, sorry, I almost forgot you. I think you were answered. Sorry.
I agree with the guys because I think when you choose a political life, I think you need it, it's very clear with your life. And in these cases, I think your life is a open book. Need it's an open book because when I choose one politic, I looking for a person who represents me. I don't remember if this word is exist in English, but I choose this person for the government, and I need to believe in this person, and I think it's necessary have a very clear life. Um, and I think in Brazil the people don't have memory because here everyone is a very bad person and stay in the in politics. Everyone. If you're looking for a one good guy, it's very improbable. You're see a very good political. It's very difficult choose in middle of these politicians now. And I see in the USA it's you the if the people for example, I remember one case if Hillary Clinton used one personal email, and this notices it's a very big in USA. In Brazil it's very common the you have politicians with money in the how do you say cueca, and these people
Underwear.
yes, and these people stay in the politic in the notice ever last week. I saw no Brazilians don't have memory. It's very it's a difficult. This country is very difficult.
I guess it's maybe it's not a fall of memory. I guess the person wants to how can I say that? I guess the persons want a person to represent the social thoughts and not economic and political thoughts. I always say that in these elections, I see the persons want a person who think like you exactly like you, but it's not that. A person who represent you don't need to be a like a mirror as you. So sometimes the person only wants equal and not a person who make changes. And I can see here in Brazil the persons avoid some changes, didn't like to see changes in life. So probably is that or not. I'm not a specialist in that, but is my way. I can't see it. Yeah, we need to decide and judge a lot these persons because these persons spend a long time and be paid and good payment for do the things we do. So yeah, we need to be more responsible, I guess, when we go to a vote, to do a vote for someone. But like you said about politicians and things like that, but I want to know about the other thing, the person's more close than ours. The question number 7, I skipped some ones, okay? 7, how often you gossip with a friend? These gossips are about famous person, politicals or everyone, or normal life person. Katiana, I would like about you. Question number
Sorry,
7.
Gabi. I stay with my daughter. Is the question number 7?
7.
7.
I skipped
How
someone.
how often you're gossiping with a friend? Um, Now I avoid these things because I have a little time, and when I stay with my friends, I think I enjoy this time for speaking about a good things about the children, about the other things, and I avoid this kind of conversation. I don't have a conversation about gossip because I dislike this kind of thing. And
It's a little bit.
it's very difficult for me stay with my friends now because my girls friends is mothers like me, and it's very difficult have a meeting with my friends.
I can imagine.
Yes, because everyone now is very busy, and if we stay together, probably I speak with about the children and about the other things and have plans for the other meetings.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. My mother always said to me, like, you are not more a children, but always when I stay with my friends, I talking about you and your sister and your brother. So it's normal, I guess, in a modern father
It's normal
family.
for the mothers.
Yeah, I think for mothers and some fathers too. I remember to when I stayed in a high school, I see a lot of fathers in the school talking about, and the talk is a sport or talking about family, like only two two topics. Oh, cute. The name is Carolina. I
Yes, it's not
forgot.
Carolina.
Carolina.
Say good morning for everyone, Carolina. Good
Good
morning.
morning, Carolina. So
Hi,
cute.
hi.
It's cute. She's cute. I remember the name. For me, it's a difficulty thing to remember the other person. So I'm proud of me. And you, Ricardo, how often you gossip? I would like to know.
Well, could be suddenly someone could mention an attitude or another thing about an artist or a famous people or a public people, but it's not so common. Not so common. I was think about the Katiana told. There is a phrase on Brazil is I don't know in English, but I think is Brazil is not for amateurs. Huh? It could be, yeah,
Yeah.
because he told about I remember a British politician some years ago that he I think is he had your uh, public career condemned because he I don't know steal some money. I think it's 2,000 euros or something because he requested to create a houses duck or something or some. I think how do you say ganso in English? I
Uh,
th- I think it is he
A goose.
requested, yeah, goose. He creates
good.
a pool and a house to your his goose. And in Brazil, the companies give back 50 billion reais. It's so different from. I think is Brazil is a rich country. That's so rich country because the 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 guys still so a lot of money and there are more. That's weird. Well, I think is essentially about the question number 7. That I think that's it. There are some 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 occasions that someone tell about a specific case or something, but it's not so common in my family and the friends. It's not so common. There are, but not so common.
Yeah. Always there are some gossips, like sometimes the gossip is about anyone, only a gossip you heard and you want to see your friends laughing, like you, I don't know you guys, but when you take, for example, a bus, and you always have someone who talking about the personal life in the cell phone, on the cell phone, or with a friend who stay in the bus together. So like you can't avoid it. You can't, because the person talks so loud next to you, and you heard on the subway station too. So sometimes you're laughing about someone history, and it's common. Always have that here in my city, and I always laughing. Person said, "Oh, my boyfriend traded me with my sister." Someday I listen that on a subway, for example, and I feel like, gosh, girl, you okay? But yeah, the life is hate sometimes. And you got this side about the political, but I didn't remember this case.
Yeah.
Didn't know remember this case really. I'm really bad. I don't remember.
There is
Sorry.
a lord, I don't know. There is the name of the politician is a lord. No, the name of the career is a lord on the British Council or
Oh
something. That I don't know.
gosh, I will search that because I'm really curious about that. Different one. So different one. Thank you, Ricardo. And you, Aline.
Well, I think I'm a gossiper. I don't know this word even exists. But I know I talk about with my friends about the life, my other friends. I have some meeting with a friend that used by the purpose to talk about another persons. I live in a little village. Here there is 3,000 people living here. So everyone knows the life of everyone here. It's very common. And when I meet someone that I know on the street, hi, hello, how are you? Do you know about that thing? Oh my God, I don't even imagine that. And we stay talking a little bit. It's very common here. I think talking about another lives, it is it's very common here when I live where I live. So to integrate it, the community, I have to do this practice too.
I understand. I get it. Yeah, here in my city, I live in Belo Horizonte, in Minas Gerais state. Uh, the persons who live here always said the city is a egg. Like if you know someone, the other person know this person, know the aunt of this person, the cousin, everyone. And when you realize everyone know you, know your address, your name, your age, yeah, it's not a big city, but have this problem. Don't know. Maybe Pedro understand that you're from Minas, right?
I'm from Poços de Caldas,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's a little, it's a little city, so little, but it's like the same. I think we live in a bubble, and everyone that we know the people that we know, and in the end, you know everyone. So it's like this. And I think it's something that is a little natural from humans because we live in a community, and I think it's normal talk about others' life. I think that's something that is not normal is care about that. So for example, there are people that enjoy that. They have, oh, I need to tell you what's happening, but this is not about your life. So why are you caring about that? It's something, is their life, is their business, not yours. So there are people that like that, they enjoy to say that. And I think the most terrible is when someone is doing something that's not good. For example, if you're commenting a good thing I think, okay, this is good. You are sharing something that was good for someone and you are celebrating for these people. But there are people that do exactly the opposite. They share bad things, things that maybe is not true, is even true. So I don't know if this is true, but I listen for someone and I will share with my friends. And so it's only to be bad. I don't know. So it's only to say something bad about other people. So for me, this don't make sense. So don't has a meaning for that. I don't know how the people enjoy talking about other life. So it's something that we are talking about something. Oh, Ricardo was promoted. This was very nice. My brother will marry, and so we are sharing information. So I think this is normal. But gossip for me is when the objective is not share the information. Is maybe humiliate these people. So you are trying to say something bad about this. Oh, you don't know. Some people get pregnant and she's so young and ta-na-na. So I think this is the problem. People that are trying to look down for the other peoples, and they use that to share information without know if this is true. And I think I don't know it's the scientists that say that it is not of my business, will not change my life, and you don't know if this is true. Why you're telling that? So don't make sense. And I totally believe what that. So there are times, for example, something happens in my life or in my friend's life, and I'm dating for 7 years, and I don't. It's something that I don't keep for me and save for others. So I'm dating and I have my girlfriend and I say, oh, do you know that something happens? No, when this happened? I don't know. I think last year. And oh, last year you were you're let me know now. I don't, it's something that I don't care. I don't keep them to. I don't keep to me and to share to others. So I think it's only normal.
Oh, I get it. You only keep your mind in your things, in your thoughts, and that makes sense for you. The rest, right?
There are
Yeah,
times
yeah,
that we receive information, but we say, "Oh, okay, this is
okay, that's
information."
it.
So you forgot in the same moment. So you can tell me a secret because I will forget.
Me either. If you tell me a secret, I didn't remember. I never use that for you because I don't remember. My memory is it's a bad memory for
It's not
names,
a
for
bad memory,
things.
selective memory.
Yeah,
You keep
selective
what
memory.
important.
Oh, if you tell me a secret, always a top secret, go to the tomb with that. I go because I didn't remember the next day. Because for me, like something normal. You think something really interesting, have a good gossip, good information, and a bad gossip. Like if you do a gossip to laughing, if someone life like, oh, I took your example again. Oh, the person, someone is so younger and have a children. Oh, and the person starts laughing. It's not a laughing thing. Maybe the person suffer. Maybe the person feel happiness. Maybe your judgment about this person life and the person younger is so different. The person don't think like that. So yeah, always when I see someone who gossip, and I have this thing. If I stay with a couple of friends, for example, 5 friends, for example, and these friends start to talk about a specific person and start to laughing, I feel in silence because in my mind, I think if the person talking about so calmly, so ha ha ha, I want to laughing about this person, maybe the person use my name to do that with this person who laughing right now. Understand? And I stay silent because I don't trust in you. Because if you do that with this person, maybe you do with me too. And I didn't know this. So it's hard. It's really hard. But anyway, guys, the time was running. I put the feedback link on the chat. Go to the feedback, please. Give me a feedback. I always have this kind of thing. 0 will hate me, 10 you love me.
Yeah.
Love me if you want. It's good. And I would like to know, put on the blank space something you want to talk in the next week or in the next meetings. I will be and try to bring some topics about it. Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Ricardo, I would like to know, do you like this conversation? Have some feedback to say it? Go ahead.
That's nice. I love our meeting. That's
Great. Long time I don't see you.
that's cool. That's cool. I love. You probably you don't remember about the news. That's the British politician, because it's a 13 years ago.
Oh,
I forgot because
yeah.
I so much time, but yeah. Well,
30
that's
years
a
ago
nice, because
was
my
alive.
brain is not so bad. I do think.
This is true.
Uh,
You're remembering.
yeah, because like in this time I'm not born. I was born in 2000, so maybe the news is
Yeah,
a little
exactly.
bit older for me. But I save the link right now and I
Okay.
will read because I am really interested to know this news. It's like unimaginable news.
Yeah.
But thank you, Ricardo. And
Thank you.
Pedro, about you? Do you like this conversation?
Yeah, sure. Was good, but the topic is a little hard to talk about.
Oh, sorry.
Ah,
Sorry for that.
No, but it's okay.
I will
Make
try
part
to put.
the
make
purpose
part of the
is
problem, because
yeah, exactly.
we need topics that when it's
Exactly.
only easy is something that you do a lot. So
Uh-huh.
when the topic is something common, you are used to say about that, so you get more comfortable. When the topic's more harder is because you don't talk to, it's not so common to you
Yeah.
talk about that.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
you need to try new informations, new vocabulary. So I think it's good.
Yeah.
In the
Normally
end, always
you
good.
they make your brain create another connections
sentence.
to found
Yeah.
another words, I think.
It's great
Maybe.
to hear that, guys. So thank you for that. I will see you in the next week. It's a
Yeah.
great conversation. I enjoy a lot. And have a nice day. Bye
You
bye.
too. Bye bye.
Bye bye. And have a say.
Bye.